Coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst Centre here in Colombo. A very good evening. This is Primetime News. I'm Mahina Bonzo.
A very good evening. I'm Joel Outscore.
We commence tonight's Primetime News Bulletin with a heartfelt thank you to our viewers who have stood with us always.
It is no secret that you who put your faith in us during the election time frame to establish a good country works tirelessly to elect a parliament free from corruption.
Our promise to you is that we will always stand by you and the nation against corruption and terror.
No individual or leader can evade our promise. Along with the people, we too will be keeping a close watch on the newly elected members of Parliament.
Well, we begin tonight's news bulletin with a look at your headlines.
UNP wins majority of seats at the general election.
ऐतिहासिक जनता सेवाවක් ඉෂ්ට කරා.
අපි විපක්ෂයේ ඉඳමින් කටයුතු කරන්නත් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
ලැබී තිබෙන ප්‍රතිඵලය අපි අපේක්ෂා කරන ලද ප්‍රතිඵලය නොවේ.
Preferential voting results released, several former MPs out of parliament. IGP says the election was peaceful.
A majority of the results from the 2015 general elections have been released, and we now have an inkling of what the next parliament will look like. Let's now take a look at a brief breakdown of the overall results.
196 MPs are elected from the electoral districts, while 29 MPs are appointed from the national list. According to the latest results that were released, the United National Party garnered 93 seats while reserving 13 seats from its national list. Thereby, the United National Party have won 106 seats in total. The United National Party were able to clinch victory in the Colombo, Badulla, Gampaha, Kegol, Matale, Kandy, Nuwara Eliya, Trincomalee, Polonnaruwa, Puttlam and Diga Madula districts. The United People's Freedom Alliance won 83 seats while garnering 12 seats for the members who were included in the national list. Thereby, the UPFA has won 95 seats in total. The UPFA were able to clinch victory in the Kurunegala, Monragala, Anuradhapura, Galle, Matara, Hambantota, Ratnapura and Kalutara districts. The Janata Vimukti Peramuna won 4 seats while being able to reserve 2 seats for its members who were included in the national list. Thereby, the JVP were able to win 6 seats overall. Ilangai Tamil Arasukatchi were able to win 14 seats and 2 seats from its national list. Thereby, the ITAC garnered 16 seats overall. The SLMC and the EPDP were able to win 1 seat each.
While we know how many seats have been won by each of the parties, who are the candidates who will be taking up these seats in Parliament? The preferential voting results have been released for most of the districts. Let's take a look at a breakdown of the results so far.
Now, the UPFA emerged victorious in the Kalutara district with Kumara Welgama leading the list with 218,614 votes. Rohit Abegunawardena was second with 127,040 votes. Jayantha Samravira was third with 111,039 votes, followed by Vidura Vikramanayaka and Piyal Nishantha.
Meanwhile, the UMP won 4 seats led by Rajitha Senaratne, who received 142,186 preferential votes, followed by Ajit P. Pereira with 131,383 votes and Palith Thevara Peruma with 118,128 votes. Lakshman Vijayamanu received 58,219 votes. Dr. Nalinda Jathisa was elected from the JVP with 24,853 votes.
On the UPFA list in the Galle district, Chandima Virakodi, Ramesh Patrana, Nishanta Muthuhettigama, Manisha Nanayakara, Geeta Kumarasinghe and Mohan P. De Silva have been elected to Parliament. Gayantha Karunatilaka topped the UMP list in the Galle district, while Vajra Abewardena, Bandalalal Bandarigoda and Vijayapal Hettiaracha have also been elected to Parliament. The UPFA won the Mathura district with Dallas Alha Peruma top in the list. Niroshan Premaratnam was placed second with 99,762 votes. Mahendayapa Abewardena, Kanchana Vijay Sekara and Chandrasiri Gajadira round off the winning UPFA candidates. Buddhika Pathurana topped the UMP list in the Mathura district this time around as well, with 98,815 preferential votes. This is the third consecutive election where Buddhika Pathurana has topped the party list in the district. Mangala Samravira and Sagla Ratnayaka were placed second and third respectively. The UPFA emerged victorious in the Hambantota district with Nama Rajapaksa leading the list with 127,201 preferential votes. Mahinda Amaravira, Chamal Rajapaksa and D.V. Chanaka claimed second, third and fourth places respectively. UMP Deputy Leader Sajid Premadasa topped the party list in the Hambantota district with 112,645 votes. Dilip Vedarachi was the other UMP candidate elected from the district. The JVP's Nihal Galappatti was also elected from the Hambantota district with 12,162 preferential votes. The UPFA emerged victorious in the Anuradhapura district with S.M. Chandrasena topping the list with 118,234 preferential votes. Virakumara Disanayaka was placed second with 69,489 votes. Shehan Sema Singha was third with 64,865 votes, while Dumina Disanayaka was fourth with 60,071 votes. P. Muthukumarana was elected to Parliament from the Anuradhapura district. With 54,460 preferential votes. P. Harrison topped the UMP list in the Anuradhapura district with 113,346 preferential votes. Chandrani Bandara was placed second with 83,666 votes, while Chandima Gamage was third with 50,112 preferential votes. Abdul Rahman Ishaq has been elected to Parliament for the first time with 44,626 preferential votes.
Mahinda Rajapaksa registered a clear lead in the Kurunegala district, topping the UPFA list and the district with 423,529 votes. The Asiri Jayasekara received 133,832 votes. TB Ekanayaka received 82,729 votes, while Anura Priyadarshana received 77,057 votes. Johnston Fernando was fifth in the list with 76,714 votes. Salinda Disanayaka, Indika Bandaranaika and Tharatan Basnaika rounded off the UPFA list in Kurunegala. Akila Viraj Karyawasam topped the UMP list in Kurunegala with 286,155 votes. JC Alavathuvala was second with 106,061 votes. Gamini Jaya Vikrama received 83,346 votes, while Nalin Bandara received 80,063 votes. SP now winner Ashoka Besinga and Tushara Indunil rounded off the UMP list in Kurunegala.
The UMP emerged victorious in the Polonnaruwa district with district leader Vasantha Senanayaka topping the list. First-time parliamentarian Nalika Prasad Kolone was placed second, with Sydney Jayaratna placed third. The UPFA won 2 seats in the district, with Roshan Ranasinghe topping the list with 76,825 votes, while Suripala Gamlat won the second seat. Harin Fernando topped the UMP list in the Badala district with 200,806 votes. Ravindra Samravira, Chaminda Vijayasiri, Aravinda Kumar and Vadivel Suresh were the other candidates elected from the UMP. Nimal Suripala De Silva topped the UPFA list in the Badala district with 134,406 votes. Chamara Sampat and Teneko Vidanagamage were placed second and third. The UPFA claimed victory in the Monoragla district with Vijay Berugoda topping the list. Sumedha G. Jayasena was placed second, while R.M. Padma Uday Shant Gunasekara was placed third. Ranjit Madhuma Bandara topped the UMP list in the Monoragla district with 82,316 preferential votes. Ananda Kumarasiri was the second UMP candidate elected from the district. The UMP was victorious in the Kandy district, with Lakshman Kiriyala coming in first with 199,046 preferential votes. Mayantha Disanayaka has been elected to Parliament for the first time with 111,190 preferential votes. Abdul Halim received 110,011 preferential votes, while Rauf Hakim received 102,186 preferential votes. Lucky Jayawardena received 67,641 preferential votes. M. Velukumar received 62,556 preferential votes, while Ananda Alutgamage received 56,628 preferential votes, being elected to Parliament for the first time. Lohan Rotwata topped the UPFA list in the Kandy district with 129,750 preferential votes. Maidananda Alutgamage was second with 123,393 preferential votes. Dilum Amunugama received 104,469 preferential votes, while Anuradha Jayaratna has been elected for the first time with 93,567 votes. Kelly Rambukwala has also been elected to Parliament with 65,687 preferential votes. The UNP won the Matale district with brothers Vasanta and Ranjit Aluvihara claiming first and second places. Rohini Kaviratna, the wife of former MP, the late Sajiva Kaviratna, has been elected for the first time. Lakshman Vasanta Pereira and Janaka Bandara Tendakun have been elected from the UPFA. The UNP won the Trincomalee district with cousins Abdullah Mohammed Maharoof and Imran Maharoof topping the list. R. Sambandan was elected from the Lanka Tamil Arasu Katchi, while Susantha Punchanilame was elected from the UPFA. Premalal Jayasekara topped the UPFA list in the Ratnapura district with 105,498 votes. John Senmiratna was second with 90,472 votes. Pavitra Wanyarachi received 87,660 votes, while Vasudeva Nanayakara received 81,060 votes. Janaka Wakkumbura and Ranjit Soiza round off the UPFA list in Ratnapura. Thalata Atukorala topped the UMP list in Ratnapura with 145,828 preferential votes. Dunesh Gankanda received 92,804 votes. Heshra Vitaruna received 67,142 votes, with A.A. Vijayatunga and Karna Ratna Parnavitana rounding off the UMP list in Ratnapura.
Well, with the announcement of the final results of the 2015 general elections, the dreams of many former parliamentarians of making a comeback to parliament were shattered. 559 female candidates contested the polls, of only which 9 have been elected to the House of Legislature thus far.
Former Minister P.S.N. Gamage and Gunaratna Veerakoon from the Galle district were denied the opportunity to enter parliament. Ajit Kumar, who represented the Frontline Socialist Party, did not secure victory at the polls. S.B. Disanayake, considered to be one of the most powerful political characters, did not secure a sufficient number of preferential votes to enter parliament from the Kandy district. R.M. Abdul Khader and Eric Veeravardhana are another 2 powerful MPs who lost their seats. V.K. Indika and Nirupama Rajapaksa have made it to the list of losers from the Hambantota district. UPFA candidates from the Mathura district Vijay Dahanayaka and Hemal Gunasekara and the JVP Sunil Handunethi have been denied another term in parliament. Former UPFA minister from the Matale district Nandimitra Ekanayaka and Rohini Disanayaka too saw their dreams of re-entering parliament fade away. 2 of the most prominent political figures in Monoragala, Jagat Pushpakumara and Vijit Vijayamunisoiza, were unable to secure victory at the polls this time around. Over in the Badula district, the UPFA's Udit Lokubandara, Rohan Pushpakumara and former Minister Lakshman Senivaratna were among those defeated at the 2015 polls. Former UPFA Deputy Minister from the Galle district, Lalit Disanayaka, and former MP YG Padmasiri also lost their parliamentary seats. Former Sri Lanka Muslim Congress MP MS Tawfiq suffered defeat at the polls. P.R.E. Nethran and Pon Selvarasa from the ITAC and MLAM Hizbullah from the UPFA were denied victory in the Batiklo district. Suresh Premachandran, Sylvester Alantine and Murugesa Chandrakumar of the Jaffna district have been denied re-entry to parliament.
Now, results of the preferential votes are still coming in, so stay with News First as we bring you the latest on the results of the preferential votes. Celebrations erupted across the country as results were released subsequent to the conclusion of peaceful elections.
UNP supporters were seen gathered at the premises of the UNP headquarters as they celebrated the victory of the party. UNP supporters from Colombo Central too erupted in celebration as results were announced. Sajid Premadasa was warmly welcomed by his supporters at the vicinity of the counting centre.
ඉතිහාසයේ පැවැත්වුණු
We can consider this as the most peaceful election held in our country's history. We hope to provide historic public service and hope to work closely with the people with the strength they have given us. This was the public's mandate.
අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ඓතිහාසික ජනතා සේවාවක් ඉෂ්ට කරන්න.
UPFA candidates who contested in the general elections were also given a warm welcome by their supporters.
එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයට
A majority of MPs have been elected from the United National Party. Thereby, we will bow our heads to the people's choice and allow them to carry their duties in government while we take our place in the opposition.
කරන්නත් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ මැතිතුමාත් සමග එකතු වෙලා ඉදිරි
It is my hope that we can work together with Mahinda Rajapaksa to carry out our program to further develop our country from the place where development was halted and also to see to the development of the Hambantota district.
ඒ වගේම අපේ රට දියුණු කරන්න තමයි මගේ බලාපොරොත්තු වන්නේ.
Buddhika Patirana, who topped the UNP list in the Mathura district, was warmly welcomed by his supporters.
I am the grandson of a farmer who toiled in the fields wearing a loincloth. I am the fortunate son of a father who attended school from grade 1 to 11 without shoes or even slippers. He wore the shirt and sarong he had at home. I will not simply thank the people of the Mathura district for returning me to parliament for the second time. I clasp both my hands over my head and bow to them in deference.
This is the manner in which Ranjit Aluvihare, Vasanta Aluvihare and Rohini Kaviratna, who contested under the UNP ticket in the Mathura district, were welcomed at the vicinity of the district secretariat.
A situation was created where after the 2010 elections, we were not even able to step out from this area without being given a police escort. Today, we do not have such a fear.
This was the response of the public subsequent to the results of the general election in the Gampaha district.
The public have rejected drug dealers, ethanol dealers, liars, sycophants, extortionists and casino dealers together with other corrupt individuals. No decision has been made with regard to when the swearing in will take place. The reason being that all results must be released. The Prime Minister will take oaths as soon as all results have been released in each district. According to the law, a gazette will be issued after the results and only then can he be sworn in.
Sumedaji Jayasena, who contested under the UPFA ticket from the Monragla district, was given a warm welcome by her supporters and party members.
Those powerful ministers who have now lost have told me that I am walking with crutches. I have been told many things, but I told them that the public will be the ones to decide come the 17th. I will be walking with crutches to Parliament on the 18th. I even said that those individuals who made such statements will be at home. I believe that we would never lose.
This is the manner in which party supporters from the Badulla district erupted in celebrations as the results were announced.
I believe that all the candidates fought well in this election. This political journey will take Sri Lanka in a new direction. We told those persons who brought poison to not bring them, as they will be the very ones who will have to drink it. We are still saying the same thing.
Chamara Sampath, who contested under the UPFA ticket, was given a warm welcome by his supporters at the vicinity of the counting centre. The only UPFA member to be selected from the Trincomalee district, Susantha Punchinilame, was warmly welcomed by his supporters at the vicinity of the counting centre. A motorcade was organised by a group of UNP supporters in Trincomalee.
Well, what do the political parties have to say about the election results? Representatives of several parties expressed the following views on the outcome.
Compared to the previous elections that were held, this election took place in a free and fair manner. The result of the election was not what we expected. We need to discuss how we need to improve ourselves and identify the issues and thereby address them accordingly.
ආමන්ත්‍රණය කර යුත්තේ කවර දිසාවන්ද කියලා එක වෙනම සාකච්ඡාවක් අපිට ඉතුරු වෙලා තිබෙනවා.
ඔබතුමාලා ඉදිරියේදී විපක්ෂයක් විදිහට තමයි තමන්ගේ කාර්යභාරය ඉටු කරන්නේ නැත්නම් ආණ්ඩුවට පක්ෂවල කියන්නේ සහයෝගය ලබා දෙන්නේ නැත්නම්
Being in the opposition does not mean to move against the government. We will represent the needs of the people within Parliament. If the government is formulating any regulation that is good, we will present our views and proposals and extend our support to it. However, if there is an attempt to formulate tax policies not in favour of the people, and if there is an attempt to undermine democracy, we will carry out our responsibility of the opposition against the government.
Newsfirst also inquired into the future plans of the Tamil National Alliance.
We need to take a proper decision following discussions. The people created a change through the January 8th presidential election and elected a new president. We believe that the government that will form will respect the mandate of the people.
Representatives of the SLFP and UPFA held discussions with the Elections Commissioner today on the situation that has arisen over the position of the General Secretaries of the party and the alliance.
District Court issued an enjoining order recently preventing Anura Predarshana and Susil Premajayanta from functioning as the General Secretaries of the SLFP and the UPFA respectively. Duminda Disanayake was appointed Acting General Secretary of the SLFP, while Professor Vishwa Varnapala was appointed Acting General Secretary of the UPFA. Party representatives met with the Elections Commissioner today and briefed him on their stances. We made submissions to the Commissioner regarding the functions of the UPFA Secretary acting in line with the votes given to the UPFA by the people and the appointment of MPs. Since the UPFA was formed, I have served as General Secretary. I submitted the national list on the 13th of last month following discussions with His Excellency President Maithripala Sirisena. Now 12 persons have to be nominated. This is not something that needs to be done with an enjoining order from court. We have always sent the final list to the Elections Commissioner following discussions with the party leadership. We made up our minds to follow the same procedure. Legally, I consider myself as the General Secretary. The Elections Commissioner must make a decision.
Inspector General of Police N.K. Lanka convened a media briefing in Colombo today. Here's a look at what he had to say.
I see this election as a critical juncture of sorts for our country. I believe this is an instance where we have given the whole world the message that we are capable of holding such a peaceful election in our country. We have arrested 899 persons for election law violations during this time frame. 251 vehicles have been seized after they were used to violate election laws. The police arrested 48 persons and seized 18 vehicles yesterday as well.
And
finally, in sports, Shikhar Dhawan has been ruled out of India's remaining 2 tests against Sri Lanka after fracturing his right hand. Dhawan had injured the hand during the first test in Galle. Well, that's it from all of us here at the MTV News Desk. But just a reminder to keep watching Newsfirst and also keep following us on social media as we bring you some of the preferential voting results that are yet to be released, especially the preferential voting results in the Colombo district. So stay with Newsfirst as we bring you all the events that would follow this decisive 2015 general election. That's a wrap from all of us here. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Mahina Bongzo.
Thank you for joining us. For the news team, I'm Joel Outscreen. Have yourself a blessed night.